So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good job.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's... Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, nice move. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Oh,
incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Wilson, he's going to take another shot here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on the pickup there. And also a first down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Another pistol look here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
One receiver left, two to the right. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that... Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Wilson, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 35 that time, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place, but what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Wilson. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 7. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. There. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They come up in an offset eye. Wilson will throw again. Baldwin with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. Here's Matt Darr now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. Their secondary, they have some things to sort out. They've given up 3 touchdowns. That last drive was basically all through the air.
No doubt about it. And what they're also hoping is to get their big guys up front going and get...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time